Hello, everyone, and welcome to Conspiracy Theories. Forgive me if, it's not the most accurate, but from the information that I could gather and be bothered to gather, this is what I've gathered. So be prepared for a gather. Anyway, so this conspiracy theory is about the government spying on us through our cameras, phone cameras, laptop cameras, all of that kind of stuff. And just them spying on us through our phones. So, before I give through my evidence for this conspiracy theory, I'm gonna rate it. So, for me personally, this conspiracy is like a 5 out of 10, just because I trust my phone a lot, and I don't think they'd actually do anything that I don't know about, and if they did, I wouldn't care. So I choose not to believe this theory. However, if I did think it was true, it would be the most true, because it's like, yeah. So, we're gonna start off with just giving out the facts. Phones and laptops are easy to hack. Like, almost anyone, like I could probably download some software onto a laptop and be like, some hacking software, and hack onto other people's laptops. I could hack onto other people's phones, and their camera will be on and I can watch them. Anyone can do that. Like, it's not even just the government. Yeah, the government might watch us, but also anyone can watch us. Absolutely anyone can watch us. And yeah, that's just the tea. When I say anyone can hack us, I mean anyone can, like, see through the camera, tap into phone calls that you make, and they can also tap into the mic. So if they've tapped into the camera and the mic, basically it's as if I'm recording myself and you can hear this visual and audio, they can hear it too. They can see it all. This is like what I'm doing right now is what they see, except you're probably not talking to your camera if you're not recording. But who knows? There are some things about, like, so we're talking government here and, like, spying on us, basically. So does the government spy on us? Well, there's things... Are we relaxed? There's things like social media that we're all into and we all take part of, you know. We don't bother reading the terms and conditions of anything, we just accept. Can Facebook access my camera? Accept. Can it access my microphone? Accept. We do that for Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, everything. You know, obviously Snapchat, you can't video and record a snap if you haven't given them access to your camera and microphone. Same with Facebook stories and Facebook Messenger sending pictures and Facebook uploading photos. They have to have access to your camera roll and to your, like, actual camera. I basically went on this website where there was this, like, former FBI agent done an interview and him explaining why he covers the camera on his phone screen and his laptop screen, because social media things can, like, you know, access at any point. Sorry, I'm just out of breath from talking. So in that interview kind of thing, he was like, why does Twitter ask to access your microphone? You never use it. But I did look into that. I went on my Twitter and tried to take a video and it was like, we need access to your microphone. So it doesn't automatically access, but I've given them access now. So all of my apps have access to my microphone and camera because I viewed it for this video. But the thing is, like, with this theory, I don't really, like, if the government's spying on me, cool, good for them. They can have some fun watching me. Like, I don't, like, it doesn't affect me. Other things that we have to look into in terms of, like, terms and conditions, I read through Facebook's terms and conditions and it's just the basic, you know, as soon as you upload a photo to Facebook, Facebook owns that photo and they can sell it or give it to anyone that they want. And, like, that's just facts, you know. Anything you put on Facebook, any status you make, anything you share, anything you upload. I think it's the same as with Messenger. I'm pretty sure. Like everything you say in Messenger is recorded and sent to Apple. I mean to Facebook. Like Facebook has everything you've ever said. And it won't just be like, oh, leaked messages, but it owns that stuff and it makes it kind of, you know, Messenger's easy to hack and everything anyway. Like, you know, someone can guess my Facebook password probably in a second. So next thing we talk about is Apple. I don't know about Samsung. Is irrelevant to me. Don't come onto this channel if you think about Samsung. Like, if you want information about Samsung, find someone that supports them. I personally only know about Apple. My family only owns Apple. Like, I can't look into Samsung or Google products. However, Apple terms and conditions, nobody reads them. You can't even lie to me for a second that you've read more than like one page of the Apple's terms and conditions. So what I did was I skimmed through terms and conditions to try and find something that I wanted to see, and it didn't really work. So I read through the Siri's terms and conditions because it's really short, and again, it was just basic, you know, everything you say to Siri is recorded and sent to Apple. Yeah, and Siri will record and send to Apple things like your contacts and the nicknames that they are in your contacts. So like if you have like a person, like say your parents, and then the nicknames like mom or dad, that gets sent to Apple, the nickname. So if you have like a boyfriend, the nickname is Bay, it gets sent to Apple, so Apple knows who they are to you. And also anything you say in like with like dictation and stuff like that. So if you're like, can't be bothered to type, let me just say it, blah 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 blah, that gets recorded and sent to Apple. So I guess if you accidentally it turns on and then you say something that you don't want Apple to hear, they're gonna hear it because it gets sent to them. But like, likelihood is they're not reading through all of your messages and everything you've ever said to Siri. They're gonna get what commonly things are Siri is asked that she doesn't have answers to, and they're gonna provide answers to it. Like, that's what, you know, I hope, because like sometimes I ask her things and she doesn't know anything. It's like, here's what I found on the web for, and it's like, I didn't ask the web. I didn't ask the web. I asked you, Siri. Thank you. Again, a lot of famous people in the past as well as now have put tape over their cameras because they know of people hacking and watching in, not necessarily the government, just people in general, because it is extremely easy to hack into phones. Like, I'm pretty sure like someone hacked into Britney Spears' laptop for a while, like just shut the lid. But anyway, so I know I said I won't talk of other products than Apple. However, Google is crazy. I do not trust Google. Like, Google is so advanced, but I don't trust them. But if I wasn't allowed to ever have an Apple product again, I'd go for Google. But I don't trust them. Like, I kind of don't trust Apple either, but like, I love them. Anyway, Google crazy. Google Home, you know, obviously when you ask something, same as Siri, it records it and sends it to Google. However, even if you're not talking to Google, sometimes it'll record what you're saying. Same if you have like a Android phone, especially a Google Pixel, I guess, and you are just talking, you can go onto the Google Chrome, the Chrome app or the Google app or something, and you can go onto like recordings, and it'll have on like anything Google's recorded of you without, you wouldn't have even noticed they recorded you, except for that there's like saved recordings, and they won't be more than a few seconds long, but it's just, you know, Google checks up on you, you know, like, just save us what you say, and apparently it deletes after a while, like a few months. So yeah, I really just, Google is crazy. Like, the fact that like Google is everywhere. Like, people have Apple phones and they use Google Chrome instead of Safari, and they use Google Maps instead of Apple Maps. I'm not one of them. But I know a lot of people that are. Most people say that Google Maps is better than Apple Maps. I don't care. So the last point I'm really going to make on this is something that I saw in another YouTube video, and I forgot who it was or when it was. There's this thing called, that you guys are gonna have to do your own research on this, however I'll provide what I can. Xkeyscore, and it's a government thing. Everything that you post on your phone online, before it gets sent anywhere, it gets sent through to Xkeyscore. I'm pretty sure. I'll have to like insert the photo to see if what I'm talking about is correct, but anything you send is like sent through the Xkeyscore kind of thing, and they can see everything you do. And so I think it started off in America. It's like, I think the American security people, you know, they're crazy, they made it, and so it means governments around the world can see what you do on your phone. All of the governments, everything that's posted onto Facebook, onto social media, yeah, everything that you do, they can see, and they can share it with other governments. So, you know, if the Australian government looks at my phone and they're like, what do you think about this? They can send it to America, and the American, like, people can be like, delete that. Go. With the Xkeyscore, it was private. It was like a secret thing until like it was secret until like the 90s somewhere, and then presidents found out about it, and then it was released to the public in 2005. That's when it became like an official, oh guys, by the way, we do this. Whereas before it was like they were just watching us without us knowing. But in 2005 it was like, okay, you know, we're watching you. But yeah, so this Xkeyscore stuff, it kind of like, that's a good wave, sorry, transitions into like the Illuminati, which is the next topic that I'm going to talk about. Just because the Xkeyscore, that's the new symbol, if I do this, Xkeyscore, so is like linked with all the governments. I'm just gonna say Xkeyscore, it's like all the governments of the like countries, big countries, they're all linked. That they all together, they can see everything we do, they run everything, you know. That does that remind me of Illuminati? You know, there's just a lot of things that go on with governments that are like I don't believe, I shouldn't say, but I don't really believe conspiracy theories. However, the government's just a bit weird. Like, I feel like things that American governments do, unnecessary. There's no need. Like there's no need. There's no need. So that's all I have for now. If you want me to like actually go deeper on this conspiracy, if it wasn't deep enough for you guys, I understand. So if you want me to go deeper, I can try, you know, I can dive deep. So I hope you enjoyed. If you think that it was alright, please give it a like. If you like my channel, subscribe. If you like me, subscribe. If you don't like me, just subscribe. If you don't like this video, just like it. If you actually watched it this far through, you probably liked it a little bit. Yeah, so next conspiracy theory is the Illuminati. However, I'm gonna have to just